I wanted to share just how full the pond in front of our house is right now. We've got trees that are out in the middle of the pond now. See these trees out there? They should not be underwater like that. Mornings are beautiful out here. It has rained quite a bit lately. Today's nice, more rain tomorrow, but after that we're supposed to have a good stretch of dry weather. Lumber in the truck means I've got another building project to work on. This time, I thought it'd be fun to let you guess what it is I'm working on. Let me know in the comments at what point in the video you figured out just what it was that my wife asked for me to build this time. There'll be a couple of components that are made out of 2x4s, but mostly it's going to be 2x6s, and the longest pieces are 6 feet long. So I bought 12-foot 2x6s. The design calls for almost everything to be cut either square or at 30 degrees. The last two pieces I'm going to cut are an exception to that 30 degrees that I was talking about earlier. These are being cut at a 45-degree angle, and they're being cut from the top down in the narrow direction rather than from the side. It'll make more sense when I start putting this whole thing together. Wendy just brought me a tomato from our garden. Really good. So here's the complete cut list. For the 2x6s, I've got 9 6-foot lengths cut square, 2 5-foot pieces cut like this, 5-foot long end to long end, 4 pieces cut like this, 31.5. 2 of the 2x4s, 26.5 inches. And these other two 2x4s cut at the 45, 20 1/4. Before we use this structure, I'm going to want to protect it with varathane. Once I build it, getting that varathane into all those little nooks and crannies is kind of annoying for me. So I'm going to go ahead and coat all of these pieces first and then build it. That's the real time-consuming part. Building it is pretty quick. Having to coat each side and flip it over, wait for the next one to dry and flip it over again and coat, that takes whatever it's going to take. I've got the time, and that's the way I'm going to do it. All the pieces have been varathaned. It's now time to start assembling them. Can you guess what I'm building at? If you're taking notes and you want to build one of these yourself, here's the spacing. The distance between the 2x4 and the 2x6 here is 8.5 inches. This piece basically bisects here, so you've got just a triangle, and this dimension is just about 4 inches. The distance from right here to the end over here is 14 inches. And from this point down to this point is just about 11.5 inches. I got a new compressor and a pneumatic tool for brad nailing. This project will be a good chance for me to practice a little bit with it. The brads are not very long or strong. They're just going to be used to lightly tack the pieces in place while I install bolts that will really hold the piece together. I'm using the first side as a template for the second. This one gets stacked this way, so it's a mirror image of the first one. I'm using 3.5 inch bolts, so they'll just clear through the 2 pieces of lumber that I need. My drill bit will only reach down completely through 2 layers and just into the third. So after I drill my first set of holes, I'll put the top side on the bottom side on the top, and I'll finish drilling my holes. It's helpful to have a flat space to finish assembling this project. The long boards will be secured with 2.5-inch screws. The overhang you want on this side, well, both sides, is about 4 inches. Mine will be a bit more than that because that's just the way it worked out, using the railing to clamp to. I've checked for square this way and this way, and I've made sure my measurements are the same from here to here and here to here. The gap between the boards is 3/8 of an inch. The overhang on the long sides is 1 inch. Three-eighths again, and 1 inch again overlap. That was too close. Oh, right to the railing. Okay. Better to have 2 people to flip this thing over. Remember those 45-degree braces? This is where we use them. Although this is a lovely covered spot for the picnic table, Wendy has a different spot picked out in the yard for it. all of these top surfaces. Hey Mom, you caught me just as I was doing a video. Can I give you a call right back? All right, bye. This is a lovely spot overlooking Wendy's garden, and it has the shade of 3 trees. For a little added protection, I'm going to put another coat of varathane on all of these top facing surfaces. Thanks for watching. Remember, your dreams are closer than the moon. Thanks for taking this trip around the moon with us.